Good morning. It is November the 25th, 2016, and the big thing today is option expiration. And I'm going to have to restart my machine because when we get done with this, because my pens don't work. So I will use Epic Pen. Change the color right here so I don't freak everybody out. So option expiration. And the market is beneath these levels right now. Based on Wednesday's option play, 25.5, 25.16 to 126.16 is where the 10-year option play was on Wednesday, and on the 10-year, it was 53.16 to 54. And that's the price point where the option market maker makes the most money, and there's a tendency to go to these numbers. So we'll play for a 25.16 close in today's 10-year, and it'll be hard to get to 53.16 on the 30-year, or harder to get there. It moves pretty well, but maybe a close at 153 on the 30-year. We'll see how that plays out. Today's news is trade balance minus 59.7. That's usually about minus 60. And PMI flash services at 54.8. The PMI numbers have been coming in higher than forecast, so this number could come in higher than forecast. But the news items that will be watched by the market today are early reports on sales for Black Friday. So the direction of the E-mini, news about retail sales, and potentially OPEC. OPEC put out, more trial balloons yesterday, and requiring big cuts from non-OPEC members. That would be Russia and others, and of course Russia will say, no, we were planning on this, and this is what we plan to do. Russia wants to freeze production at October levels, and Russia, in their political spend best, said we were planning on increasing production 200,000 to 300,000 barrels per day next year. So if we freeze them at this level, that's essentially a cut for us. So that's, just again, it reflects the problems that OPEC's going to have getting any sort of deal. Okay, we have resistance at 9. We have resistance at 12.5. We've got a P right here. We have a P starting in Asia. So can we get through 8 to 12 or not? So 7 would be a potential sell. And I'm going to put a question mark right here at 7. Would like to get it done at 11 to 15. I think that would hold up pretty well. Then 19 to 23 for sell 2. But 7 may be the number. On the buy side, we'll play for 29s to 01s. And then 21s to 25s. And I think it would take a big piece of news, which really isn't in the cards for today, to really kind of break the trading range. So I'm guessing resistance is 12 to 16, but it might be 8 to 12. And because of this P right here, I think we have a chance to get stops above the Globex high. But after that, I don't know. Okay, a lot of people will not play. We had pretty good volume overnight in this contract. The whole world is still jockeying around on the Trump election win. Money is being taken from debt and put into equities. And you see, when we sit there and we look at the raw numbers, how few contracts it takes to make a market trade higher or lower. So shifts of $100 billion here collectively across an entire industry. $50 billion here and there can really make a huge difference. Okay, looking at the 30-year, and I'm still a little fouled up on my, oops, well, that didn't work. I keep going to go to meeting prompts and the rest of it, and I have to use Epic Pen. Okay, resistance starts at 24 to 28. So 31 to 03, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. Knob spread was where it was pretty much on Wednesday's close. 12 to 16, number 1. 5 to 9, buy 1. 25 to 29, buy 2. And we'll see how much clout the market makers and options have today. Okay, gold, probably going to be pretty quiet. It does trade today. I put an article up in the room on gold on the effect of India's potential ban on gold imports at 700 tons a year. What that would do for demand. India is trying to wean their country from cash. So 1200 is the number on gold as long as we stay below 1200. The market can sell, so that's the big number for us. Right there, right now, London's high was 92, we're at 86, so 89 to 91, sell 1. 94, 96.
The smartest place to buy a gun is Bright Bob's Trading Post. With decades of firearms experience, they have the knowledge to find the perfect firearm for your collection. Their expertise helps them stock the most reliable handguns, rifles, and shotguns on the market, as well as ammunition, magazines.
My ad blocker for some reason has quit working, and I have these marvelous interruptions, and never know quite where they come from, but okay, the London low was 83. We extended the range in Frankfurt from 81, so last rotate down, so we're at 85, 86 right now. So we'll play for 80 to 83, buy 1, and then 75, 77, buy 2. Dollar is off a little bit. As the long knives over the holiday, when they pick up the knife, their mics come out and go after Trump. The entire, nothing is going to change for Trump and the Republicans when they, after January the 20th. The left never quits. If they can't beat you in the election, they'll take you to procedural law. They'll take you to the courts. They'll riot in the streets. They play for keeps. They're so much smarter. And so I meant everything, Trump's family, his heritage, his history, both sides of the family are going to be dragged through the mud on a regular basis to discourage him from doing anything. It's all they have is just name calling right now. So the rhetoric will intensify. But anyway, the attacks on Trump have begun. Schumer's been on the mic, the new Senate minority leader, and telling telling Trump what he's going to be able to do and not be able to do. And so that's paused the rally in the dollar. Okay, we're at 97. We've rejected prices above 15, so $15 to $25 is sell 1, and then $45 to $55 sell 2. On the buy side, $5.75 buy 1, $5.50 buy 2. Not too different than where we were on Wednesday's close. Crude oil off a little bit on that new demand made on Russia to really cut production. Yet what? Really cut production? Are you kidding me? There is no honor amongst thieves, and quite often OPEC emulates or models the thieves' way of doing business. And 47.15 is probably the cleanest break in the recent activity. It could be as high as 25. Pick up this high over here. So 15 to 25 is pretty good support. We're at 53. So we'll make, let them retest that low right there. Maybe stops below 47 even. Buy 1. Buy 2, 46. 50. I don't think much is going to happen today. Again, when a negative news article comes out, it's usually followed by a positive one. Oh, we didn't mean that, or come on, you can't believe that stuff. Everybody's going to cut their production, right? 47.75, 48 sell 1, and then 48 and a quarter, 48.50 sell 2. They will agree to something, and then I'm pretty sure it'll be business as usual, selling as much as they can on the margins with plausible deniability. Okay, remember we went out on Friday saying look for a new higher close in the E-mini. It did it by 2 ticks, 22.075. And we went into Wednesday's morning before the market opened up by an hour and a half, saying play for a higher record close, and we got it. Very, very slow trading. So I think we're probably going to look at that again today. Resistance is right there at 750. So sell failure to take out 7 to 10 and hold that. We are dealing with a B right now, so they might take the market down early, test the 7 level, take it down early, get stops below 2200, and pick it up from there for a positive close. Can't have the market ever selling, right? Sell 2 is 14 to 16. On the buy side, 2202, 2200, then 95 to 97. Not saying the market can't sell, but the tendency again is to rally it. Every now and then we don't have a higher close on Friday, but there's so much optimism out there right now. I think it's spilled over into everything, and so trade balance minus 59.7. PMI flash services 54.8. That can come in higher than forecast. Those numbers have been higher than forecast over the last month and a half. I think the market will be looking at news on retail sales, and with the optimism that's swept through the consumer sentiment and consumer confidence numbers right now, people might borrow a little more money and spend a little more this Christmas. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be with you as soon as possible. In a bit.